Welcome back to Second Act First Date. Over 40 and awkward.
Episode number 2.
I love that you chime in with that.
Of course.
It's like we are grabbing coffee and just dissecting all those articles about dating after 40. Ready to get awkward?
Let's get awkward.
Let's dive in.
You know what I find fascinating?
What's that?
Is that dating after 40 often gets painted as this impossible climb.
Yeah.
But it's actually a trail
Okay.
filled with
Let's
unique opportunities to connect and grow just by the nature of where you are in life.
Right, you've got the experience, the wisdom.
Yes.
Maybe some baggage.
Maybe whose suitcase is empty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the real gold is.
Yes.
All those experiences, the tougher ones, those become your dating superpowers.
Yes.
Because they've shown you what doesn't work.
Right.
Which is priceless intel for this next chapter.
It is.
So less dating game and more dating strategy.
Got it.
One article really nailed how society still pushes this settle down quick narrative.
Oh, yeah?
Once you hit 40,
Yeah.
it's like everyone turns into a matchmaking grandma overnight.
They do.
Have you seen that?
Oh, all the time.
With your clients.
All the time. It's almost like there's this invisible timer
Yeah.
that starts ticking louder once you cross that 40 threshold.
Oh, totally.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
Internalizing that pressure can make you feel like you're failing
Yeah.
if you're not rushing toward a relationship.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to have it all figured out by now.
Right.
But the reality is, life is messy and unpredictable,
Yes.
especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Yeah.
Speaking of messy,
Yeah.
another challenge that came up
Yeah.
was how past relationships,
Okay.
particularly the difficult ones,
Yeah.
can cast a shadow over your dating confidence.
Oh, for sure.
It's like bringing emotional baggage to
Yeah.
a first date.
Yeah.
No one wants to unpack that right away.
Nope.
Yeah.
One article put it perfectly.
Okay.
Balancing dating with family responsibilities
Oh my God.
can feel like a whole other level of difficulty. It's like you're juggling work kids,
Right.
maybe even aging parents.
Uh-huh.
And now you're supposed to squeeze in dating.
I know.
Talk about a time management challenge.
Absolutely. And then you layer on the learning curve of online dating,
Oh, yeah.
which, let's face it, is pretty much the main stage now.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
no
Yeah.
wonder some folks get overwhelmed before they even start swiping.
Right. Okay. So before we all run back to our comfort zones,
Okay.
let's talk about the good stuff because there is a lot of it.
Okay.
Remember those dating superpowers we mentioned?
Yes.
Those past relationships? Even the tough ones
Yeah.
have forged your emotional resilience.
They have.
Yeah.
What's fascinating here is those experiences become a springboard for self-discovery.
Okay.
They've taught you about your needs, your boundaries,
Mhm.
what you absolutely will not tolerate again. That's valuable information to bring into new relationships.
Totally. One article even had this quote,
Okay.
each no gets you closer to the right.
What
Yes.
is that?
It's like those no's are just redirecting you towards a better path.
Yes.
It reframes rejection as valuable data, not a personal failure. And it underscores the importance of self-reflection.
Absolutely.
Taking the time to really understand your emotional patterns can help you break free from unhealthy cycles and attract partners who are truly compatible with the you of today.
Yes. That is so powerful.
That's such a powerful way to think about it. If you're finding this episode helpful,
Yes.
make sure to visit secondactfirstdatepodcast.com for even more advice and resources.
We've got tons of great content on there
We do.
on building confidence, dealing with rejection,
Yeah.
and using positive affirmations to boost your dating mojo.
Yes. Speaking of confidence, I think one of the biggest gifts of dating after 40 is that you finally get to redefine what a relationship means to you. You're not chasing fairy tales anymore. You're looking for a partner who complements your life,
Yeah.
not completes it.
Exactly. You're not looking for someone to fix you. You're looking for someone to grow with.
I love that.
And that shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating.
It is. It's less about fireworks and more about finding someone who gets your sense of humor,
Yes.
who you could have those deep late-night conversations with.
Right.
Someone who appreciates your quirks, baggage, and all.
I love that. And someone who values open and honest communication.
Oh, that's so important.
That's key for any relationship to thrive, but it's especially crucial later in life when you've both got a lifetime of experiences shaping your perspectives.
Right.
Speaking of communication, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Right.
Online dating.
Let's do it.
It's become the norm.
Yeah.
But it can feel like a whole different world, especially if you haven't been on the scene for a while.
Oh, it is. It's like learning a new language.
Yes.
There's algorithms, profiles, swiping.
Yes.
It can be a lot,
Heck
to
yeah.
say the least.
It is. But the good news is, it's a skill you can master,
Oh.
just like anything else.
Okay, so give us the cheat sheet.
Okay.
What are some of the go-to platforms and who are they best suited for?
So if you're looking for something casual,
Okay.
a platform like Tinder or Bumble might be a good starting point.
Yeah.
They're known for their swipe-based interface and tend to attract a younger crowd, but don't rule them out completely.
Okay.
You might be surprised at the diversity of people you find.
It's like the online dating equivalent of window shopping.
It is.
Low pressure, see what catches your eye.
Yes.
But what if you're looking for something a bit more serious?
Then you might want to consider platforms like eHarmony or Match.com.
Okay.
They're known for their in-depth compatibility matching systems
Okay.
and tend to attract people who are looking for long-term relationships.
So less about the instant attraction and more about shared values and long-term goals.
Exactly.
Got it.
Right.
But what if you have really specific interests or values? Like say you're an avid hiker, or you're looking for someone who shares your passion for vegan cooking.
That's where niche platforms come in.
Well, fun.
There are sites for literally every interest imaginable.
That's amazing.
There's Christian Mingle for those seeking faith-based connections.
Okay.
Farmers Only for our rural romantics.
Oh, I love that.
And even sites for specific hobbies like hiking yoga or book clubs.
That's amazing how specialized it's become.
It is.
But once you've found your platform,
Yes.
what is the secret
Yes.
to creating a profile that actually stands out from the crowd?
It's all about authenticity.
Okay.
And it's not just about listing your hobbies and interests. It's
Yeah.
about telling your story in a way that captures attention and sparks curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as crafting a mini biography that highlights your best qualities and makes you stand out from the crowd.
So no cheesy pickup lines or overused cliches.
No.
What are some common mistakes that you see people make that you'd advise against?
One of the biggest mistakes I see is people trying to present an idealized version of themselves
Right.
instead of being genuine.
Right.
Remember, you want to attract someone who appreciates you for who you are, not who you pretend to be.
It's like wearing a mask.
It is.
Eventually gets tiring.
Yes.
And the real you is going to shine through anyway.
It
Yeah,
is.
they-
Another common mistake is negativity.
Okay.
Complaining about past relationships or focusing on what you don't want
Yeah.
is a surefire way to repel potential matches.
So no laundry list of deal breakers in your bio.
Yo.
Instead, focus on what you do want. Got it.
Yes.
But let's be real, even with the perfect profile, online dating can be a roller coaster ride.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
It's important to manage your expectations and remember that not every interaction will lead to a match.
It's a numbers game.
It is.
Not every swipe is going to be a fairy tale.
Right.
And that's where resilience comes in.
Yes.
Don't take those rejections personally. See them as opportunities to refine your approach and learn more about what you're looking for.
Yes.
Speaking of learning, don't forget to visit secondactfirstdatepodcast.com for more tips and resources on navigating the online dating world.
We have so many.
We do. We've got articles, quizzes, and even a forum where you can connect with other daters over 40.
It's a great community.
It is. It's a great community of people who are all in the same boat.
Yes.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey.
You are not.
So we've talked about the challenge, the importance of self-reflection,
Yes.
and even tackled the wild world of online dating.
We did.
But now let's get to the good stuff. Success stories.
Oh, yeah.
Because let's be honest, hearing about people who found love after 40 is what keeps us going.
It's so inspiring.
It is.
And it's proof that it is possible no matter what your background or your past experiences might be.
Right.
You shared some inspiring stories with me before we started recording.
I did.
What stood out to you?
Well, one that really resonated with me was Emily's story.
Okay.
She's a 45-year-old divorcee who thought her chance at love was over.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a bit about her journey?
Absolutely. So Emily's story is a beautiful example of how healing and self-discovery can lead to unexpected love.
Okay.
After her divorce, she felt broken and lost.
No way.
But she took the time to work through her pain, rebuild her confidence, and rediscover who she was outside of her marriage.
It sounds like she did the inner work before putting herself back out there.
Exactly. She realized that she needed to heal her own wounds before she could open her heart to someone else.
Wow.
And when she finally felt ready to date again,
Yeah.
she decided to try online dating, something she had never considered before.
So what was her experience like? Was she hesitant at first?
She was definitely hesitant.
Okay.
She had heard all the horror stories and wasn't sure if it was the right avenue for her,
Right.
but she decided to approach it with an open mind and a sense of humor.
So important. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity,
It is.
but approaching it with a playful attitude can make all the difference.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
for Emily, that playful attitude paid off.
Good for her.
She met someone online who she really connected with.
Okay.
He was kind, compassionate, and made her laugh.
That's great.
And most importantly, he appreciated her for who she was, past experiences and all.
It sounds like he saw the strength and resilience she had developed through her divorce.
He did, and they've been together ever since.
Wow.
Emily's story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to find love,
Right.
and that sometimes the most unexpected paths lead to the greatest happiness.
It's like the universe has a plan, even when we can't see it.
Yes.
So we've got Emily finding love online after a divorce.
Yes.
Now let's talk about James. His story is a reminder that love can blossom in the most unexpected places, right?
Absolutely. So James is a successful businessman who spent most of his adult life focused on his career.
Okay.
But as he approached his 50th birthday,
Yeah.
he realized that something was missing.
That feeling of emptiness that can sometimes creep in
Yes,
when we've achieved success in one area of our lives but neglected others.
exactly. James had achieved all of his career goals, but realized he longed for companionship.
Right.
He wanted to share his life with someone special.
So did he dive headfirst into online dating?
He considered it,
Okay.
but ultimately decided to take a more traditional approach.
Okay.
He started attending local community events, joining clubs,
Okay.
and basically just putting himself out there in social situations.
So he was actively seeking out opportunities to connect with people who shared his interests.
Exactly. And it paid off. He met Sarah at a wine tasting event at a local art gallery.
How romantic.
It was. And they had an instant connection.
That's amazing.
They shared a love of art, wine, and good conversation, and they spent the entire evening talking and laughing together.
It sounds like a scene from a movie.
It really does. And that was just the beginning of their love story.
Wow.
They started dating regularly,
Okay.
and their connection grew stronger with each passing day.
What was it about Sarah that made her stand out to James?
James said that Sarah was intelligent, witty, and had a warmth about her that drew him in.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, she made him feel seen and understood.
Wow.
They shared similar values, had a deep intellectual connection, and could always make each other laugh.
It sounds like they found a true partner in each other.
You did.
Someone who complements their strengths and supports their growth.
They did. And they are now happily married.
Oh, that's amazing.
James' story is a beautiful reminder that love can be found anywhere, at any age, if you're open to it.
It's about creating opportunities for connection,
Yes.
even if it's outside your usual routine.
And it's about being open to different approaches to dating.
Right,
Online dating is a great tool, but it's not the only way.
for sure.
Sometimes the most meaningful connections happen organically through shared interests and real-life interactions.
So it's about finding what works for you and not being afraid to put yourself out there.
Exactly.
Emily found love online. James found love at an art gallery. These stories are proof that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to finding love.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes this whole conversation so empowering.
Right.
There's hope for everyone.
It is so inspiring to hear how differently love can unfold.
Mm.
And it really does feel like you have more control over the process than you did maybe back in your 20s,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. At this stage, you're not just looking for any connection. You're looking for a connection that aligns with your values, your lifestyle, your goals.
Right.
You've got a clearer vision of what you want, and you're not afraid to be selective.
Okay, so let's talk about some of those potential deal breakers that come up as we get older.
Okay.
Do you remember how earlier we were talking about the pressure to settle down?
Yes.
What if you're not looking for marriage or kids?
Yeah.
Is that even an option at this age?
It absolutely is. And that's the beauty of dating after 40. You get to define what a successful relationship looks like for you. It doesn't have to fit into anyone else's mold.
It's like rewriting the rules of the game. But what about blending families? That's a whole other level of complexity, right?
It can be, but it's also incredibly rewarding. The key is open communication, empathy, and a willingness to compromise. It's about creating a loving and supportive environment where everyone feels heard and respected, even if it takes time to find that balance.
And sometimes it might even mean seeking professional guidance
Yep.
from therapists or counselors who specialize in blended families.
Mm-hmm.
There's no shame in getting support to navigate those unique dynamics.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing that we don't have to have all the answers,
Right.
and that asking for help, whether it's from a therapist, a friend, or a dating coach, is a sign of strength, not weakness.
Speaking of support, I think it's important to acknowledge that dating after 40 can be emotionally challenging at times. You're dealing with past baggage, societal expectations, and the uncertainty of putting yourself out there again.
It's definitely a journey. And that's why self-care is so crucial. Taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being will not only boost your confidence, but also help you show up as your best self in the dating world.
It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first before helping others.
Exactly.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
You cannot.
So prioritize those things that bring you joy and replenish your energy.
Yes.
Whether it's spending time in nature, practicing yoga, or simply indulging in a long hot bath.
I love that.
And remember, self-love is the foundation for everything.
Yes.
It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and knowing that you are worthy of love and happiness.
That's such an important message. Because when you love yourself, you radiate confidence and attract people who appreciate you for your authentic self.
And that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Finding someone who sees you, accepts you, and celebrates you for the amazing person you are.
It's about creating a partnership based on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared desire to grow together.
And recognizing that relationships are a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, challenges and triumphs, but it's all part of the process of learning, growing, and creating a fulfilling life together.
It's about embracing the unknown and being open to new possibilities, because sometimes the most amazing love stories happen when we least expect them.
And those unexpected twists and turns are what make life so exciting. So if you are feeling discouraged or overwhelmed on your dating journey, remember that you are not alone.
Absolutely. There's a whole community of people out there going through similar experiences, and there are resources available to support you every step of the way.
Speaking of resources, don't forget to visit secondactfirstdatepodcast.com for more tips, advice, and inspiring stories. We've got a ton of great content there to help you navigate the world of dating after 40.
And remember, no matter what challenges you're facing, you have the strength and resilience to overcome them.
Believe in yourself, embrace the journey, and never stop believing in the power of love.
Because love is out there for everyone, and it's never too late to find it.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Second Act First Date Over 40 and Awkward. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive and walked away feeling inspired, informed, and maybe even a little bit more confident about navigating the dating scene after 40.
Thanks for listening.
And remember, you've got this